Remember when the shrill sound of a dial-up modem connecting to the internet was music to your ears? The 90s was a decade of cultural, technological, and social shifts that shaped a generation. This era was a golden time for music, ranging from to pop. Bands like Nirvana brought grunge mainstream, while the Spice Girls had everyone singing pop. The Backstreet Boys were another highlight of the pop genre. This variety in music genres contributed to the unique cultural mixture of the time. These artists provided the soundtrack for the decade, and their music still resonates today. Fashion in the 90s was nothing if not adventurous. With the grunge movement came the trend of flannel shirts, bringing a touch of rebellious attitude to mainstream fashion. Soon after, baggy jeans entered the scene, providing a comfortable yet edgy look for the youth. Inevitably, platform shoes made their mark, offering new heights to fashion enthusiasts. One cannot overlook the importance of overalls, a key piece in the 90s wardrobe. These clothing items, each unique and iconic, were more than just clothes. They were symbols of a bold, experimental era. Slightly rebellious, 90s fashion was a reflection of the times. The 90s also marked a significant shift in technology. This era witnessed the advent of personal computing and the internet, revolutionizing our communication means and information access. Dial-up internet, once a symbol of cutting-edge tech, emerged, connecting homes worldwide. Concurrently, home computers became household staples, signaling the dawn of the digital age. Moreover, the first wave of mobile phones hit the market, portable communication devices that would shape our future. These technological milestones gradually began altering the landscape of social interaction, paving the way for a connected world. Even though the internet was still in its infancy, it began to change the face of social interaction. Television in the 90s brought us a host of iconic shows, sparking enthusiasm among viewers and cultivating a powerful sense of nostalgia that persists even today. Friends was a sitcom about 6 New York buddies navigating the ups and downs of life. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air showcased a street-smart teen from Philadelphia adjusting to a posh lifestyle. Beverly Hills 90210 delved into of teenagers in the affluent, star-studded community. Dawson's Creek was a coming-of-age drama that romanticized adolescence. These shows didn't just entertain, they shaped the cultural conversation and left a lasting impact. The 90s was a transformative decade for the gaming industry. It saw the birth of 3D graphics adding depth and realism. Gaming became more immersive, transforming the way people interacted with these virtual worlds. Consoles like Sony PlayStation and Nintendo 64 were launched, setting new industry standards. These platforms hosted games that were so much more than entertainment. Titles like Super Mario 64, The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Final Fantasy VII. They were phenomena, gathering a global fan base. They were shared experiences that captured the imaginations of millions. Socializing in the 90s was genuinely a one-of-a-kind experience. This was an era where true connections were formed outside, not within the confines of digital screen. It was a time when friends meant more than just a profile picture and a status update. Relationships were solidified through shared experiences and memories created in person and not just through exchanged messages. Choices for entertainment limited, but ironically, this made socializing more fun and creative. The simplicity of those days was what truly made them special. However, the emergence of chat rooms and primitive social networking platforms began to extend a new exciting layer to our social existence, adding a new dimension to social life. The 90s was also a decade of memorable cultural moments. This was an era that gave us unforgettable fashion trends such as grunge, hip-hop style, and the preppy look inspired by popular teen movies. It was a time when music was dominated by the smooth harmonies of boy bands like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, and the powerful vocals of girl groups like Destiny's Child and Spice Girls. The movie industry wasn't left behind either. Movies like Clueless, with its cutting-edge fashion and slang, and American Pie, with its raw and hilarious depiction of high school life, took center stage, creating a significant impact on popular culture. This decade was also marked by the widespread use of the internet, leading to a revolution in the way we communicate and access information. These shared experiences helped to define the era. And let's not forget the DIY culture that thrived in the 90s. It was a remarkable era, not just because of the politics and the economic shift, but because of the creative explosion that came with it. Young people everywhere were discovering the power of their own creativity, embracing the tools and materials they had to hand, and using them to express themselves in ways that had never been seen before. From the music created using cassette tapes to the pages of zines filled with heartfelt poetry and thought-provoking prose, the DIY movement was alive and thriving. Homemade clothes too became a symbol of this period, with sewing machines working overtime to churn out garments that were just as expressive as the people who wore them. These weren't just clothes, they were statements. They were a rebel yell against the homogenization of culture, a cry for uniqueness in a world that seemed increasingly bent on uniformity. And it wasn't just fashion, mixtapes and zines, it was everything. The decade was all about self-expression and individuality. In essence, the 90s was a decade of cultural innovation, technological advancements, and a unique blend of influences. It was characterized by major revolutionary changes in every sphere. The internet saw a boom, revolutionizing the way we communicate, and the introduction of mobile phones forever changed the way we stay connected. Simultaneously, the world bore witness to the emergence of the grunge movement and hip-hop culture, leaving indelible marks on fashion and music. Iconic shows like Friends and Seinfeld came to define the television landscape. So, the next time you hear the screech of a dial-up modem or catch a rerun of Friends, remember the special blend of experiences that made the 90s a decade to remember.